Hello, Internet. It's your favorite cat, Dev Nornico here. I'm bringing to you something interesting that I came across. It's called Dimension Hopper. It was created by Benji Holson. I hope I'm saying your name right, Benji. He is a former Google roboticist turned part-time hobbyist game developer as he's looking for his next gig. I say that so that if you're in a position of power, and you think what Benji has made is interesting, you give him a shot. Anyway, what is Dimension Hopper? Essentially, it is a 2D platformer with a stable diffusion powered level editor. And I think that when he shared it, it made a little bit of a ripple. I'm sharing it because I want people to give it a little bit of a deeper look. So essentially, this dude used AI, GIMP, yes, that GIMP, um, and his creativity and background in technology to create something that stands out to me. One of the most interesting conversations that I saw online was this discussion about whether or not people can tell the difference between AI generated art and human generated art. And I'll be honest with you, when I think of like the old Flash games, I don't think that it really matters. I don't think that people really would be able to tell the difference, and I don't think they would really care. But you tell me, we're gonna play the game together. You tell me, do you care about this art? Do you care if it was generated by AI versus a human? Does that matter to you? It doesn't matter to me because it's more than good enough. So you have these characters. You can jump on the character, and I think when you jump on one of the characters, they like bleed or something. Let me see. Can I even get up to the other character? Let's see. Boom! Come on, come on. Yes! Ha 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 ha. So it's a simple little, game. It's just a demonstration of an idea. So what is the idea that Benji is demonstrating? Well, it's this. That you pick a theme. Right now it's in Castle in the Sky, and Stable Diffusion will give you the aesthetics for it. So now every time you hit this, it's going to give you a different version even of the same aesthetic. So for example, I'm going to keep Castle in the Sky as the theme, and we're going to hit Dimension Hop, and we're going to wait for it to load. And look, it's the same theme, but like a totally different look. Like, yes, the basics of the level editor, terrain and blocks, those things are still in place, but look at the aesthetic, right? This is amazing to me. Do you think that people, will even care that something is hand drawn versus something is AI generated? Do you think it even makes a difference? Another discussion that I saw online that I thought was really interesting was whether or not this type of application of AI will make games hollow. And I don't think it will. I don't think it will. I don't think it'll make games hollow, but we'll see. I think that in the right hands, people are going to be able to unleash even more of their imaginations. But we're going to see people trying to figure out how to flip things quickly for a buck, of course. And that's not necessarily a bad thing in the long run. Um, there are quite a few game companies that, figured out the sweet spot of making games to pay their bills so that they can make the game that is their dream game that hopefully will pay all of their bills in the long term one day. It's tricky being a game developer. It's one of the hardest things you could ever do with your life and your time and your resources. There's no guarantee that there will ever be a payout. So any tool that makes it easier to express your creativity and easier to see whether or not something even works, I think that's a benefit, but we'll see. We'll see. We're living in a world where everybody is a game developer. All right, so let's check out the other themes. This is post-apocalyptic city. Let's try this again. Post-apocalyptic city, part 2. Interesting. So now you can, of course, edit the map. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And he details how all of this works and how it's figuring out, I guess, the background and the front ground, all on his blog. I'll leave a link to his blog down below. Let's see. Okay, let's try post-apocalyptic city part 3. Let's see what it comes up with. Interesting. All right, and we'll do one more. Let's try Monument Valley. Interesting. Let's try Monument Valley part 2. That's so interesting with the plants, what it did and the sunset. Huh. Very interesting. So yeah, that's Dimension Hopper in a nutshell. I hope this inspires all of you who are getting into AI, getting into game design, getting into game development. I've always believed that games are not just games. Play is not just play. And we're finally heading in the direction where what it means to be human might be redefined. What it means to use AI hasn't been defined yet. And, you know, if you want to be any part of the future, you have to be a little bit familiar with this technology, especially as it becomes more accessible. Just because it's more accessible doesn't mean everyone's going to get it. Because a lot of this technology is like games where it's easy to jump into, hard to master, especially with the prompting, at least at this moment in time. But one day, they'll be able to read our thoughts easily. We're not quite there yet, maybe like 10 or 20 years away. But for now, we got to learn how to do the prompts. So let this Dimension Hopper game be an inspiration to you. And Benji, I look forward to whatever you make as a hobby game dev or whatever you make in your professional career. And that's it from Dev Nor Nico, signing out, forever yours.